What's up, everybody? It's Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Elite Dangerous. When we left off in the last episode, we were exploring this random planet, basically, that I had found in our exploration of the cosmos. And I'd actually gotten back into my ship at the end of the last episode off camera, but I had a couple people that mentioned wanting to see that pick me up and stuff, because we haven't really done a whole lot on the planets before. So I took the initiative to go back out and go exploring again a little bit before we call it in. I actually just noticed these are some weird hubcaps, that's all I'm saying. I wonder if those are supposed to be like gyroscopes within the tires. That would be kind of cool. Also a side note, unlike your the cockpit of your ship, you can actually see your character in the SRV. That's interesting, because up until this point, I don't think they've actually shown the player model. So I wonder if that's kind of a precursor to being able to see your guy and walk around and stuff like that. Is that now the planetary exploration machines like the SRV actually have a player model. Also, interesting to note, I had come from, obviously, if you can tell by the tire tracks, I came from this direction, but from the direction I'm looking in, I thought this was kind of a cool area, because it's almost like a downhill canyon type thing that's lower than the rest of the area that we've been seeing. So I thought that was kind of cool. And I wanted to get a bird's eye view, so I went into the spectator camera. I am picking up something. I keep picking up my ship, by the way. That was really annoying. It's like, wow, there's a really strong signature in the, direction of my ship. I wonder how that happened. But I can't get a real good read. Oh, now it's starting to narrow out, I think. Maybe. Mayhaps. Is it narrowing? I'm still really bad at reading the radar signatures and stuff here. We got a different sound going on over there, but this over here seems a bit more specific. Let's see what happens if we can get a little closer in that direction. I would actually, I know there's like rocks and all that kind of stuff, but I'd actually like to find a crashed ship that I know are supposed to be out here. I think that would be kind of cool. Oh, now it's widening out again. Oh, there it goes. Where are you? Or more importantly, what are you? At least I'm not going in the direction of my ship, so I know it's not my ship. Oh, it should be like right here, shouldn't it? It's kind of looking... Ah, there it is. I bet. You a thing? Yep. And I still didn't really find out whether or not
cargo scoop deployed.
The whatchamacallit, the ammo and stuff. I think the SRV heals, or rather repairs. Oh, that's right, you have to be locked on. That's so dumb. Oops. Wrong button. I really haven't done a ton with the SRV, so I'm still trying to remember all of the controls. It doesn't help that I'm using a custom controller setup and not like the standard just preset, so it doesn't help anything. Alright, so that's kind of cool. Well, that was productive. Okay. So that was a little bit of productivity. Let's go ahead and bring our ship back in. Recall ship. Now, it should be coming from... If I didn't get too turned around, it should be coming from that direction. You know, when it actually decides to leave. Hasn't left yet. But yeah, stuff like this, where like you get up on a hill and you can actually see all the terrain lower. Oh, there you are. So I did get turned around. Okay. I thought that was pretty cool, though. It's like you drive up onto the hill and you can see out over the valley-ish area, so that was kind of neat. I hadn't seen that kind of terrain before, so I wanted to show that. Yeah, see, like that on my radar, you'll get this big spike, and when I wasn't paying attention, I was like, oh wow, what is that? And then I realized it was always in the direction of my ship. I was like, well, that's probably what it is then. It is really cool, actually, because you're usually in your ship, so you hardly ever see either the outside or the docking landing procedure kind of thing, so that is kind of cool to watch. Woo! Did not mean to do that. In case any of you are wondering why I have some difficulty with turning in this, I didn't really, you know, go on like, oh, what's the absolute best way and most efficient way to drive these things. Also have to make sure you can get under the ship. But short version is my turning left and right is akin to the rudders on the actual ship. So basically it's on my triggers on my controller, so that can make it a little less precise than something like a analog stick or something, or a joystick where you can kind of gradually turn with a pressure sensitivity. The triggers aren't, they're supposed to be, but the PS3 controllers aren't super duper accurate with their pressure sensitive triggers. So there is that. Okay, let's get this party started.
Landing gear retracted.
And since we really don't have anywhere to go, alley-oop, let's just go up and out. Speaking of, though, we don't really have anywhere to go, do we? Can we just set course for the star? Well, actually, I can just jump to get out of here, and then we'll go from there, I guess.
4, 3.
It's probably a good idea.
1.
And I'll show this. I normally try and cut out my, like, docking, landing, leaving, you know, those kinds of things. But, I haven't really done a whole lot of Planetary stuff. And I don't always see anyone including Planetary stuff, so I just figured I would go ahead and leave that in. It is still something I'm getting used to, as far as that you can jump to get out of the planet's pull, and, you know, like how the actual procedure is and how the best way to go about it is. I'm thinking... Okay, we're into orbital cruise, so we should be at super cruise now? No. No, we're not going to be at super cruise. I don't think. Maybe no. Maybe I don't think so. Dropping. Yeah, okay, we were in Super Cruise. It didn't look like I was... Yeah, I forget, because when you're not, it just gives you a number on your speed, and if you are, then it gives you the kilometers per second, or the whatever the light speed one is. I forgot about that. That's right. So I just hadn't, like, spun up the engine yet, I guess. Yeah, okay. Alright, so we're just gonna coast out here for a minute, I think. And I'm gonna check my navigation map. Because, in the comments I had been discussing, like, where I wanted to go and stuff like that, and a couple, or at least one person had mentioned a Reddit forum type thing where you could find... there was a list of various planets that had black holes that were close to the main... It's not the pill anymore, but the main power section over here. So I'd like to throw that in here and see where we are in relationship to it. Okay, so we're about 600 light years. Not a huge deal. Go figure. I never thought I'd get to that point where it's like, it's not a big deal. I don't know how you tell when things have a black hole or not, or if it's just... Oh! Because it actually says black hole. Well, there you go. That's a pretty safe bet. And it is an O class, it looks like, so I should be able to scoop off that when we get there, too. So let's chart a course, see how many jumps that would take. Okay, quite a good distance away, though. I am curious to see at what point I would actually have to start refueling. Wow, it's only over here? Holy crap. My ship can go a long way. So I can go 200 light years before it has to refuel. That's nuts! So I only have 2 refuel points. Except for the fact that that's not a refuelable star. So where's the previous one? Okay, there we go. So that one... Dark regions, C6, C36. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I think, is we're going to head back to that system so we can actually check out a couple of the black holes that I've never seen before, which will be cool. And if we have time, then I think what I'm going to do, since it's not too far, is go back to Shinrarta and dump all of our data and, you know, restock, repair, anything like that. And then I think we're going to begin our trek to the A-star center of the galaxy, or whatever they call it. I call it A-star because it's basically like, you know, an A and an asterisk is the shorthand version. So anyways, I think that's what we're gonna do. I will probably cut here and meet you guys at the system with the black hole area is probably what I'll do. So I should see you guys there. Okay, so we are in our hyperspace jump. What do they call that? I think it's hyperspace in this one. I don't know. In fiction, there's always light speed, hyperspace. You know, light speed jump, whatever. They always have different. I think it's hyperspace, hyperspeed. I don't know. It's not super cruise because that's just around the system. But we're on our way to HIP. Whatever that system was. HIP 63835. Okay. Wait a minute. That's not a black hole. Is that a black hole? We'll find out in a second. Let's scan it. Find out, because that doesn't look like a black hole. Granted, I've never seen one. But, you know. Unless that's just not the landing star. It may not be the landing star. Yeah, that's a blue-white star. I was gonna say. It's like, hold on a minute. Something funny going on around here. System map. Let's see if it shows up. It said there was 3 in this system. That explains... Wait. Maybe not. I was gonna say that explains why it said it was an O5 class star, but that might not actually explain anything. Earth mass. Okay, so where is this one? Maybe unexplored first black holes. Okay, let's lock onto that guy. Black holes are typically the stellar remnants of supermassive stars of 20 solar masses or more. I have no idea what that means, but it sounds like a lot. They have reached the end of their lives. Nuclear fusion ceased, and the star collapsed to the most extreme point possible, where gravity was so extreme, light could no longer escape. If matter should fall onto such a body, an extreme burst of gamma radiation will be emitted, but otherwise the body is only visible by the gravitational distortion in the vicinity. So basically, if you throw... Wait, no. If matter... So if you throw matter at a black hole, you get gamma radiation, which will turn you into the Hulk. So, good to know, if you ever want to Hulk out. Let's see. In many cases, black holes can be seen emitting brightly in X-rays because of matter falling onto their surface from a companion body. Huh. I will admit to not knowing any of that stuff whatsoever. Because to be honest, I always thought it was a vacuum.
Fuel scooping.
Like a hole in space, not... I didn't know there was any kind of mass or body left to it. So that's kind of interesting. You learn something every day, I suppose. See, this is an educational video. Tell your friends. And it's not actually that far away. I'm hoping that I can maintain the speed here without overheating long enough to refuel fully. And so we did. Awesome. Yeah, so this is kind of strange. Because I wouldn't have thought you could have... Like, it doesn't seem like there's anything there. Maybe we need matter. We need to throw matter at it. Apparently, according to the descriptor. I wonder, do you drop in on these? Is that how you see them, maybe? Kind of like landing on a planet or something. Whoa! Too far. But it does concern me a little bit, because I'm like, if I drop in on this thing, is it gonna like pull me in and destroy me? I probably should Google that before I try this. I like that. Took it that long to analyze it and get a detailed scan of, wait for it, black hole. That's all it is. Just black hole. But yeah, I don't know if anyone else is on the same page as me or not, but I always assumed it was... I knew it was made from a dead star, but I always thought it was just... Oh yeah, it's not even telling me it's safe to disengage. That's... interesting. I kind of want to, though. I really should... Because I don't see anything. I thought you were supposed to, like, see a giant... I don't know, black hole. Thought that was how that...
Warning.
Well,
Critical.
going in now. Oh, I kind of see it now. Wait, am I overheating? Okay, it's decreasing now. I kind of see it now. Is that it? What? Is that what it is? I think that's... I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Like, I feel like... Whoa! Are we in the black hole? Is that what's going on? Woo! I can see the universe. That's weird and completely not what I was expecting it to do. I guess I can't really get a better angle on it in this mode because it takes you way too long to move without being in Super Cruise. Body exclusion zone hit. What the? What does that mean? What? That doesn't sound healthy for me. Body exclusion zone hit. Does that mean I can go further as long as my body doesn't come with it? That sounds hazardous to one's health. I'm probably going to get a lot of comments of like how close to death I am or something and just don't know it. That would be kind of funny. But that is weird and trippy and awesome all at one time. I don't understand what I'm seeing at all. I guess that circle right there, I guess, is the black hole. I guess. Maybe. I don't know. This is definitely a different depiction of black holes than what I'm used to seeing. I'm used to seeing like the, I guess more of like a wormhole effect, or like what you see in Interstellar. But see how like, yes, I know that you stop telling me that. That makes me nervous. See how that kind of moves around like that's an orb that I'm looking at? Where that circle is, it looks like it's moving along the curve of an orb. So I'm guessing that right there, that orb that we're looking at, kind of within my orange crosshairs here, I'm guessing is the actual what's left of the surface or something? I have no idea. This is trippy. It's like I'm looking at another dimension. That exclusion zone thing's kind of freaking me out a little bit, not gonna lie though. So yeah, that's kind of Awesome. Oh, not galaxy map. I meant system map. I want to see if there's others, because I imagine, I know these have been found before. I mean, obviously some, you know, the Reddits are like, yeah, go here, so obviously people have found them already. But I wonder how much data or like credits we could get off of the data for black holes. And there's supposed to be 3. There's another one. How far away are you? Doesn't tell me. And then there's one even further. Let's check that one, since that's the farthest. 665, not terrible. I know, stop telling me, that's freaking me out.
Frameshift drive charging.
Body exclusion zone. Oh, crap. Woo! It's hot in here. I guess. I guess that's a thing. We're not really cooling off, though. Okay, that's way back over here. Now we're kind of cooling off. Can I back up? I don't think I can move very far or fast in this environment. I'm wondering if it's the sun or the black hole. I can't figure out what's overheating me. I may just have to use a heat sink and jump anyway, just to get out of here. Actually, tell you what, let's see if we can just disengage a target and just jump. We are still keeping with this weird... Alright, we're just gonna drop a heat sink and charge up.
Cannot comply.
Oh, crap.
Frameshift drive charging.
Alright, let's do that way then.
4,
Aha!
3, 2, 1.
Ooh, we're overheating fast. Wow! That was weird, because now everything went back to black. Like, I didn't realize how much that was distorting my field of view. Wow! That was kind of awesome. Maybe we shouldn't go into more than one of them. Let's see where the other one is. That was 600. That's a decent clip away. I guess we don't actually have to drop in. I just want to do a detailed scan of them, which I did actually before I actually crashed into it, basically. I'd already detailed scanned it, so... Oh, look at you! Don't you just look like you're in your own little galaxy over here? That's... interesting. I did do the advanced scanner here, right? I think. Yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, of course I did. I have a system map. Duh. Alright. I will say, I'm not sure I'd want to take it into combat, but this Explorer, definitely great on the jump range and the speed. Like that 500 light seconds, not a big deal. We can be there in a minute. Or like the multiple jump places and things is only, you know, I can do 200 some light years without having to refuel, which is awesome. So I think these, oh wow! They're actually orbiting this thing. How interesting is that? Well, wait, are they orbiting it? Or is that just my imagination? Wow, there's some weird looking stuff in this area, huh? I guess that makes sense if you're... I want to get up over this orbital ring so I can see whether or not it's orbiting it or not. Looks like there's... Oh, is there two right next to each other and they're causing the... Yeah, look at that distortion. So it's not your typical, like, hey, there's a black orb in the sky. It's more like a distortion-looking thing. And that's probably why I can't see it right here, is because there's no light to see it refracted. That's interesting. Huh. That's a very different interpretation of a black hole than what I was expecting. But yeah, I'm not sure if dropping in on one was the smartest move either. But these planets, or whatever they are, freaking weird looking, man. Why are you not scanning? Am I really not... Is 6.7 really not close enough? Do I have to be like 5? Oi. So the big thing that could suck you in and obliterate you and never let you leave for all eternity, but you have to be as close as physically possible before you can scan it. Lovely. Just lovely. I hope we'll actually get some good funding off of that, though, because, I mean, how many people... I mean, not in terms of the game, I'm sure a lot of people do, but in terms of, like, the science or the fiction, if you will, of the game, how many people really get close enough to a black hole to, like, scan it? It seems hazardous to one's health. Wait, are these stars? That looks like a star. I'm so confused. Now, granted, black holes are everywhere in this system, so it goes without saying that shouldn't be too surprising that nothing seems to be behaving correctly. Or at least, again, don't take this. If you're an astronomer and know how stars and stuff work, then just ignore pretty much any science talk that I say, because I know nothing about what I'm talking about. It's just assumptions and guesswork, but I'd have to think that if you had 3 black holes in one star system, it would probably be a little bit strange on how everything works, and it may not adhere to the typical, you know, rules and regulations, so to speak. That'd be my guess. I am curious if any of these are landable, because this is a weird system. So that would be kind of interesting if you could actually land on any of these. Though, most of them don't look very hospitable, if you know what I mean. That one actually came up as a planet, I think, so that might be landable, but I don't know. Yeah, that looks like a gas giant. I'm getting there. I'm getting better at detecting things and what things are and aren't. Like, that looks like a star, because it's got the, you know, like, solar flare band, lava-y looking things on it. I don't actually know what those are supposed to be, but... why can't I select that one way out there? Nope, not that one. There's another orb over there, and I can't seem to highlight it. For reasons unknown. Nope. Not it either. It's right in front of my face. There you are. Okay. Ooh! Oh, that was the one I left. Oh, and there's some stuff I could have scanned over there. Oh well. What are you gonna do? Here, out of what I've scanned, let me check the map here. I want to see if any of these are coming up as landable. Actually, it should just show up in the nav bar. I didn't think about that. It should just come up right in your nav screen on whether or not it's landable. Wait, these actually... Those actually do have orbits on them. So those you actually could land on. That's interesting. Although, I'd like to point out, none of them are the ones that look really strange. I guess it might have been this one that I scanned. Yeah, no. Where'd it go? Or was it another star? No, it was that one. High metal content, yeah. Atmosphere carbon dioxide. But that one, you can't land on it. How interesting. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do, now that we've witnessed this strange anomaly that is a black hole, I do think I'm gonna head back to Shinrarta, and we'll probably wrap this episode up there, where we'll load up all of our... or unload, rather, all of our data and make some money. Wow, it's only 214. Nice. That's not that far. Actually, it's saying I can make it without refueling. How freaking awesome is that? That's awesome. So we're just going to head back that way, I think, and restock, get rid of all of our data, make some money, whatever we can make off of it, and probably set up and prepare for our journey off to A-Star is what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that'll be next. So, I don't know how I'm gonna do that because it's such a long trip. I don't think I'll be able to just, hey, I'll cut and I'll meet you guys there. So we'll see how that goes, but I'll meet you guys at Shinrarta. That moment when you totally forget that this particular ship of yours does not have a docking computer. I had like set it to dock and then killed my throttle and minimized it, was doing something on my computer, and I was like, I should be good.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
Thank you for that.
Scan detected.
Okay, 7. There we are. And yeah, so I was like, okay, it should be done by now, and I came back and I was still just sitting there. I was like, okay, totally forgot about that.
Landing gear deployed.
Whoa, 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 whoa. A little overzealous. Like to point out some last-minute pilot skills, though, that totally caused me to miss running into the building. Granted, if I was a better pilot to begin with, wouldn't have cut it that close.
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged.
You know, but semantics. Okay, set all that up, good to go. Now, for the big event. What do we get from all this? Because we've been out for a while. Not crazy long, but we've been out for a while. So, 743,000 off of our first page. Which I am curious. I'm guessing it goes... Oh, it does go by last. Last first, okay. So what was the black hole ones? We were getting like 50 grand. It looks like, if I'm reading that right. The main star is probably the one that's like 6, but the black holes were like 50. So yeah, totally a good idea to do that. So that's 743. I don't know how many pages I have to sell. 125, so that would put us at what, like 850, maybe 850,000. Not terrible. I'll admit I expected more because we've been gone for a while, but Pilots Federation reputation change. Good day. We are pleased to inform you that your reputation status with the Pilots Federation has been raised to cordial. You should keep completing successful operations with us to enhance your reputation further from the Pilots Federation operations team. Well, thank you very much. I wonder, what does that do? We're a surveyor now. I don't know what we were before, so that doesn't really tell me much. But, so anyways, I do think we're going to wrap this episode up here for today. I do think I'm going to beeline next for a star, a Sagittarius, whatever it was called. The center of the universe, or the galaxy. I don't know how I'm going to proceed with that. I'm open to suggestions from you guys since you're going to be watching it. So I'm open to if it would be like, you know, do every 5 jumps, show the system, or time-wise and just do a flat time, you know, 30, 40-minute episodes, just don't cut and just go as far as you can go each episode. You know, I'm open to suggestions, or because it's so far away. Like, here's a question. I wonder how far it actually is away from our starting point here. I doubt I can plot a course. Though I don't really see why, to be honest. Let's just do... because there's no way we're going to find it in all this madness. I am interested... No? That's not what it's called? Dang it. Okay. Let's just eyeball it. I am interested, though... Ugh. No way I'm gonna find it in all this crap. Can I just do... I really thought it would pull that up. Is it... Will that... No, it's not. Oh, okay, so I can't find it right now. I don't know how it's spelled offhand. I mean, I know kind of the rough ballpark, but I don't know enough for it to find it. Wow, it is not happy about that star cluster. My frame rate does not like that. So anyways, I was going to try and pull it up and get an exact number, but I know it's really, really far, so I don't think I will have time to like, hey, we're going to start at Shinrarta, and then like I'll meet you guys over there and just cut and just not record any of it. So I am going to have to think of something. So I'm open to suggestions. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.